Guest of honor, respected ma'am principal, parents, teachers, and my dear friends. I, Karthikeyan,
And I, Hardik.
on behalf of the entire DAV family, are delighted to welcome you all to our magnificent cultural fiesta. This occasion is symbolic of the pride we take in being the members of this iconic institution that stands tall and proud in the field of education, which will soon complete 40 years of excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, respected principal ma'am, and my dear friends, with great pride and admiration, I introduce the chief guest of the day, Ma'am Archana Kaul. Ma'am, your presence here today not only adds prestige to our event, but also serves as an inspiration to all of us who aspire to achieve greatness in their own pursuits. So I request respected Ma'am Principal to kindly give a great welcome to Ma'am.
Please join me in giving a warm round of applause to the guest of honor. Ma'am, your presence truly enhances the spirit of this occasion. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am principal, and thank you, dear parents.
Friends, I'm thrilled to share that today we pay homage to the timeless wisdom and artistic brilliance of Rabindranath Tagore. This year, our theme revolves around the life, works and enduring legacy of Gurudev Tagore, whose words continue to resonate deeply in our hearts and minds.
Tagore, a beacon of creativity and humanism, gifted the world with poetry that transcends borders and music that touches the soul. His profound insights into the human condition, his celebration of nature, and his advocacy for social harmony remain as relevant today as they were during his time.
Through performances inspired by Tagore's music, literature and philosophy, my friends have embarked on a journey to explore and interpret his multifaceted legacy. From his poignant poetry in Gitanjali to the timeless melodies of Rabindra Sangeet, today's performances are a tribute to the richness of Tagore's artistic vision.
As we immerse ourselves into the melodies of Tagore's composition and the narratives of his stories, let us reflect on the profound impact of his ideals of love, compassion, and universal brotherhood. May this morning not only celebrate Tagore's legacy, but also inspire each of us to embrace the timeless values he championed.
Thank you for joining us on this memorable journey through the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore.
Let the magic of Tagore's artistry unfold before us, guiding us towards a deeper appreciation of literature, music, and humanity.
So, with excitement in the air and anticipation building, the stage is set and the lights are ready to shine for a memorable morning of performances and celebrations. Today, we are ecstatic to share our exciting lineup of performances that promise to dazzle and inspire. Get ready for graceful dances that tell stories through movements, melodious songs that touch our hearts, and captivating plays that brings characters to life. My friends have put their heart and soul in these performances, and their speeches will share wisdom and passion. Join us as we celebrate creativity and unity on stage.
So, we present before you the dynamic school orchestra, where each musician's profound dedication and passion for rhythm resonate deeply in every exquisite note they perform. Our school orchestra stands poised to be a blend of melodies that will stir your soul and ignite your imagination.
performance we have just experienced. The mission of DAV schools is to provide holistic education which combines moral and ethical values. Inspired by the teachings of Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati and guided by the principles of Arya Samaj, DAV schools aim to cultivate a deep sense of cultural pride, social responsibilities and universal brotherhood among students. DAV schools strive to foster critical thinking, creativity and leadership skills through comprehensive curriculum and diverse co-curricular activities. DAV schools aim to prepare students to meet up the challenges of a rapidly changing world while upholding integrity, compassion and respect for diversity. Now, come and sing along with us as we embrace the melody of DAV Gan, a tribute to our shared journey of learning and growth. I request you all to please stand.
अविरल निर्मल सलिल सजय ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशि उद्घोष अभय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता हे धारा अक्षय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंसराज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का हो दिन मान उदय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय
What an inspirational melody! This anthem embodies the spirit of unity, resilience, and excellence that defines our DAV community. Now, our choir embarks on a full call to embrace solitude with courage and determination.
Through harmonious melodies and heartfelt lyrics, our choir endeavors to convey the essence of Tagore's timeless message, a rallying cry for self-reliance and unwavering resolve in the face of adversity.
Join us as we explore the profound sentiments and universal truths embedded in Akla Cholo through the enchanting voice of our choir.
I invite our esteemed principal, Ma'am Aparna Airy, to join us on stage. Ma'am has been the guiding force behind our school's journey towards excellence. Ma'am embodies dedication, leadership, and a deep commitment to nurturing a thriving learning environment.
Under her visionary leadership, our school has achieved remarkable milestones and fostered a culture of academic achievement and personal growth. She has consistently championed initiatives that promote innovation, inclusivity, and student well-being.
Please join me in welcoming Ma'am Principal as we express our gratitude for her invaluable contributions.
Good morning, my dear parents, grandparents, and a special welcome to my dear friend, Miss Archana Kaul. It's so good to see you again. I think we met last year in March, or that was April, when we had the special orientation for class 6 students. So you can think that this is the continuation, because some things which I left there, I'm going to take this opportunity of talking to you, because as you know, my dear parents, I feel that proper communication is the most important way of a healthy relationship. But before we begin that, I would like to welcome Ms. Archana Kaul. She is principal of Suraj Bhan DAV Public School, Vasant Vihar, New Delhi. A very renowned personality who has been in the field of education for more than 33 years now. She has a master's degree in commerce from Delhi University, coupled with a gold medal in B.Ed and a PG diploma in school leadership and management. Ms. Kaul brings a wealth of academic knowledge and practical experience to her roles. Prior to Vasant Vihar School, she has been the principal of DAV Centenary Public School, Chandanagar, Ghaziabad since 2012. Ms. Kaul's contributions extend beyond administrative roles. She has had the privilege of authoring CBSE skill education books, study material, and curriculum in the areas such as banking and insurance, business administration, and marketing for classes 9 to 12. Recently, she has been working on marketing modules for classes 6 to 8. Also, she serves as a CBSE and DAV resource person for conducting training and capacity building programs for teachers. Recognized for her outstanding contributions, Ms. Kaul has been the recipient of prestigious awards like the CBSE Award in 2013, Saman Award by Rotary International, Digital Learning Award, International Dimension Award from British Council. She also has been a guest speaker and panelist at a number of platforms. Her vision for educational leadership emphasizes leading by example, active listening, problem solving, and fostering a shared purpose or vision within the school community. My heartfelt gratitude to you, Archana ma'am, for coming here and encouraging our children, because parents, as you know, this day, I think each and every parent looks forward to, and each and every child looks forward to this special day when they come on the stage. So yesterday there was an alumni in the school, and he came and he was speaking here. So he came and said that I am standing before the podium after 17 years. So parents, you all also recollect your school days. Last time, when did you get this opportunity of coming on the stage and speaking? Obviously, you will be at different positions now where you may be getting this opportunity, but think of a child who is at this age. This day, as you know, July was the month when they were practicing throughout, with these so many holidays being added from here and added from there. So with those working days, the teachers and the students, and I know at home, all of you all have put in a lot of hard work so that we have a successful presentation today. What is the purpose behind these presentations? Since all of you are here today, I would like to discuss this, because there are parents who are concerned that how will studies happen. Everything will happen, my dear parents. As I told you, the world has changed now. We don't have to give only the bookish knowledge to our children. At the same time, we have to empower them and give them a number of skills. And the most important skill that comes out in this kind of a presentation is, I would not say any particular skill, these are the life skills. Children, presenting together. Even if one child will falter, there are others who will immediately come forward and try to cover it. So this is the kind of bonhomie that is formed when children are working together as a team. There is no competition here. And please don't go home and do this also, that child spoke better you or that child was dancing better. Each and every child is unique. Let us identify that. A child may be good at speaking, other may be good at sports, or the third one may be good at academics. We have to give opportunity to each and every child. And as parents, your children are at a very, I would say, difficult stage. It's very difficult for them to find out whether they are grown up or whether they are still the children. So when I was actually seeing their run-throughs and practices, so I was talking to Inderpreet and I was telling her, ये तो अभी भी छोटे लग रहे हैं. I still can't make out that whether they are in class 5 or they have come to the senior wing. And the same turmoil is what they are experiencing. At school also and at home also. At school also we say now you are in the senior wing. You have to understand all these things. You have to know all these things. And I'm very sure the same thing must be happening at home also. So let's give them confidence. Let's give them the correct environment, support. And they, very soon in a year or two you will find that they will find the correct direction. So when I come to this point, like I said earlier, communication with the parents is very important. And communication of the parents with the teachers is very important. And I believe in this that we are not two different parties. Both of us are one. And our children are on the other side. So the parents and the teachers are working together for providing that I would say environment to the children so that the children blossom into beautiful flowers. And as we discussed earlier in the orientation also and in our other interactions also, we need to support each other. In fact, we need to complement each other. A very small little example, as children are growing, their outlook also keeps on changing. They also come in contact with a number of other children in their surroundings, and that impacts their personality. And it is here that we at the school are trying to check it, and we want you also at the same time to check it at home. So please don't mind if some, I think you give us that permission to keep that checks, and at times parents feel offended that why my child has been scolded. But are you not doing the same at home? No, not at all. Then please do that. You have to check your children because you will not realize very soon they will grow and very soon there will be things which you will not get to know. That connect is very important. Children are very delicate, I do agree, and we are making them all the more delicate emotionally because we feel, oh, if I will tell something to my child, the child will get upset. But my dear friends, now you are their parents. Just look back at your journey. Had nobody else pointed anything to you? Have your parents never scolded you? Have your teachers never told you anything in school? Imagine if all this would not have happened. Would you have been the person that you are today? No. So let us recognize the role of our elders. When I say elders, it is the grandparents, it is the parents, it is the teachers. They have a very, very important role in framing your personality. But at the same time, since I've just shared with you that the children are at a very tender age and they don't realize what is right, what is wrong. We need to correct it. So when I say scold, it doesn't mean always shouting. Scold means also pinpointing. Telling, beta, this is not wrong, this is not right, or this is the way we have to move ahead. But sometimes I know that number is very minuscule, a very small number which feels that we will not say anything to our child. We are all afraid of our children. Please make them strong, give them the strength so that when they face the outside world, they have that capability. The song here, Ekla Charole, what did it tell you? It very aptly presented, be firm in your thoughts. Don't bother what others are saying. If you are right, you will carve a way for yourself on your own. And this is the strength that we are giving to our children. At the same time, we have been sharing messages with you sent by Gurgaon Police that a lot of things are happening in the lives of our children which we are not aware of. Your children are meeting friends in the evening in the parks. They are traveling in vans, or they are traveling or going out with the friends in the evening at different places, and that is the place where we don't get to know what kind of group they are in. So I am addressing to points like e-cigarettes. I hope you read the circular which was sent last week, and yesterday we have sent a circular regarding underage driving. And the Gurgaon Police is becoming very serious because these are the things. They are also very much concerned about the well-being of our children. So they, in sync with the schools, they are undertaking these drives. Another important thing is cyber safety. We also keep on sharing messages with you, and that is not for any age. Any person, whether a senior citizen, your age, or the young children, they are all falling prey to this. So my only word of caution to all of you is, first of all, children at this age don't need mobiles at all. So the other day I was in class 2, I do not know if some of you have your parents in class 2, and they were so excitedly telling me, I have got a phone, I am going to give an iPad to my dad on his birthday, and I have a phone. So then I had to, you know class 2 children, how bubbly they are. So in a very tactful way, I had to talk to them. If you feel gifting a phone to your child on his birthday is a very big gift, I would say that is the worst possible thing that you can do. I, on behalf of my teachers, I am assuring you we are not sending anything which the child needs to see on his phone. If they are sending, feel free, if any teacher is sending any such information, feel free to tell me or the supervisory head. Whatever message goes for the parents. So a student of primary, middle, or for that matter for classes 9th and 10th also, I have been instructing my teachers, nothing needed. Yes, there was one odd day, like day before yesterday, when we had to immediately, in midnight we had to take this call of switching over to online, and next day there was nothing, the weather was all perfect. But there are certain decisions you have to keep in mind, keeping in mind the safety of the children. I know I'm taking too long, but these are certain things very close to my heart, and I feel if we keep on communicating it to you, both of us together will be towards our children's well-being. So coming back to, because a lot of crime is happening on social media, and these children are very innocent. They don't realize what kind of information we are giving. And you all are reading in the newspaper, the recent few deaths have taken place because the, what are they called, influencers were clicking photographs at such places where they themselves, fell prey and they fell down. And so please remember, let's not be too conscious. In fact, I would request after the program, we will show you a small little video which our children have created, that how unknowingly we are posting all our information on social media platforms, and how people who are sitting and scamming, they take advantage of that. I am not taking any hand count here, but sitting here, I can tell you almost 30% of the people who are sitting here have fallen prey to some or the other kind of cyber crime. So let's be very careful, very cautious. And I have got my phone here on the days here today because I got a very, very nice small little article which maybe you also must have read it at many places, but I felt very apt to read it with you. Please permit me, it will not take a minute more, but I would like you to, I will speak it slowly, just try to hear each and every word and apply it to your family. Because this is what is happening when we are talking of providing everything to our children. And this doesn't apply to children, this applies to each and every one of us. And when you will read this, you will reflect upon your family, your relations. So I read now. Nearly all the resources we use as we travel through our time on earth are finite. These include money, time, energy, focus, physical space, connections, mental abilities, our physical selves, skills, and even natural resources. The recognition of our restrictions, limitations, is a core truth that deeply affects our everyday existence. It is crucial to consciously give priority to this truth every day, as this has the ability to change our behaviors and endeavors. Embracing this truth ultimately impacts not just our lifestyle, but also molds our individuality. By accepting our limits, we unlock a richer life. Contrary to intuition, we tend to waste our resources more when we are unaware of our limitations. For example, when we fail to pay attention to the boundaries of our finances, we become increasingly mired in debt. When we become distracted from the boundaries of our time, we relinquish our grasp on time day by day, year by year. When we lose focus on the limits of our energy, we spend on foolish adventures. When we neglect to consider the boundaries of our mental abilities, we populate our thoughts with insignificant information. When we lose focus on the limits of physical space, we fill it with unnecessary things. When we do not acknowledge the boundaries in our relationships, we might miss out on promising opportunities that are readily available. Living within our limitations allows us to appreciate the time we share with our loved ones, the effort we devote to our interests, and the balance we establish between relaxation and achievement. This way, we enhance our own lives while also making a meaningful difference in the world. When we acknowledge our limitations, we are more inclined to make thoughtful choices and use what we have judiciously. We develop a deeper sense of gratitude for the resources available to us. We simplify our lives to concentrate on most significant undertakings. We start each day envisioning its possibilities and cherish its significance. We realign our lives to leave a lasting impact. Let's not squander our precious lives pursuing an incorrect idea of more. Rather, let's strive for improvement, improved utilization of resources, improved connections, improved iterations of ourselves, and an improved world. Because our world requires us to be the finest version of ourselves, and we only have one life to offer. Therefore, let's live it to the best of our ability. And I end here, my dear parents, with this, in this desire of achieving more and more, somewhere we are all falling short of our ultimate goal of a mental, social, and emotional well-being. So my best wishes to everybody. I know after a month term 1 is starting, but we are not going to pressurize your children. You also don't pressurize. School will take care, and definitely when we gain one thing, we have to work hard towards the other thing also, isn't it? So my best wishes to everybody, and thank you so much for being here today. Thank you.
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Ane, do you know this iconic poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore?
Yes, all thanks to our dear ma'am principal. Every morning during assembly, ma'am recites this poem and we all follow her lead. This poem occurs in English version of Gitanjali, which is a collection of poems. For this, Tagore received the Nobel Prize in 1913.
In this poem, Tagore paints a vision of an ideal society, a place where individuals can think freely, hold their heads high with dignity, and pursue knowledge without fear. It is a call for enlightenment, urging us to break barriers and embrace the pursuit of truth and righteousness.
So today, my friends will present a heartfelt rendition of Rabindranath Tagore's timeless poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear. As the music begins and dancers take their position, prepare to be captivated by their strength, grace, and precision.
head high. Their knowledge is free. Their knowledge is free. धा ध ग ध धा गे धी गे गा धा धिन ता ध ता किड़ धागे त का थुम गा त किड़ त का तिटिक तागे दिगे न तिटिक तागे दिगे न था तिटिक तागे दिगे न था तिटिक तागे दिगे न था था where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Where words come out from the depth of truth. Truth. Where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Perfection. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Dead habit. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, into that heaven of freedom. Oh my Father, let my country awake. Oh my Father, let my country awake. Oh my Father, let my country awake. Taki taki taka 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 dimi 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 taki taki taka.
What a splendid performance! Let us take a moment to applaud our skillful dancers. Their execution and emotional depth have truly captivated our hearts and minds.
The highest education is that which does not merely give us information but makes our life in harmony with all existence. In this quotation, Rabindranath Tagore's profound words capture the essence of true education, one that transcends mere academic instructions to foster harmony and holistic development. It is this very philosophy that Ma'am Archana Kaul exemplifies through a remarkable leadership at her institution.
Her visionary approach ensures that education is not merely about imparting knowledge but also about shaping well-rounded individuals who are in tune with themselves and their surroundings. Her commitment to holistic development, innovative teaching methods, and student empowerment have set a high standard for educational excellence.
Her leadership goes beyond conventional metrics of success.
It reflects a profound understanding of education as a means to cultivate empathy, resilience, and a sense of community among students. Through her efforts, ma'am has made a significant impact, shaping a future where education contributes to overall well-being and harmony of individuals and society.
As we gather here to celebrate our achievements and reflect on our journey, we are being honored to be joined by Ma'am Archana Kaul. Dear audience, please join me in giving Ma'am a warm and heartfelt welcome on the stage.
A very good morning to everyone seated here. Good morning, dear parents. Thank you, dear anchors. Of course, I'm sorry I don't know our names, but for giving so many elicited, recognition to my work, which I've been doing from past 33 years. Thank you, dear anchors. Now, today it's such an honor and a privilege to be a part of this cultural fiesta. As I was talking to Aparna ma'am, this is an annual event which brings out the skills and the talents of each and every child in different classes. Thank you, dear Aparna ma'am, for making me a part of this extravaganza. DAV Sector 14 Gurugram, a gem, a feather in the cap of DAV fraternity, not only in NCR, but all over India. So a loud applause for this school. Dear parents, your children are in the best hands. The school which not only nurtures for academic results, but even, as the children told you, for the holistic development of each and every learner, each and every child who's studying in the school. So a wholesome personality comes out once the child is going out after class 12th. So my dear teachers and students, the program which I witnessed up till now was outstanding and impeccable. So a loud applause for the efforts, for the hard work of the teachers, of the students who have been working day in, day out to make this program a success. There is still some more program which is left, as dear Aparna ma'am was telling me. She's a dynamic leader, and she said, ma'am, still we have some more program to go. And I'm sure the program which I'm yet to witness and which all of you are waiting for will also be mesmerizing. तो ये पिक्चर तो अभी बाकी है, और ये पिक्चर हम सबको मिलकर देखनी है. But before that, I just want to ask you all that I'm sure you all are proud to see your children perform here. Aren't you all proud? Yes. They all are performing beautifully, and they will be in the next program. But how many of you, I just want you all, please be sincere and raise your hands. How many of you would like your children to pursue their career in performing art and visual art? Dancer, or maybe a theatre person, a musician. How many of you? A very few hands. How many of you want them to be an engineer? A doctor? Please be sincere enough. I think most of you. And there is one mantra. Be what you want to be. ऐसे कौन से parents हैं? Be what you want to be. No, you are not sincere. No, I would say you're not sincere at all. It's not like that. Be what you want to be is not the mantra which all of you have. Because you have a set mind pattern, and that is called aspiration. Aspiration to believe, to think, to dream that this is what should happen. And then comes your expectation. Oh my God, so many expectations from your children, that this is what I expect from my child, and this should happen. It's good to dream big. Everybody dream big. That's why Mukesh Ambani is there. All of you should dream big. Aspirations, high aspirations अपने बच्चों से होनी चाहिए. Why not? It should be there. Expectations, beyond that, high expectations. Okay, if some of you want to do it, okay. But where do we default? Where do we falter? When there is no sync, no alignment between aspiration and expectation. Very high expectations, unrealistic expectation from your children. Even when you know the capability of the child, that becomes a problem. Then the child becomes stressful. Then they come into depression. Then there is anxiety. Do you all agree or yes or no? Please move out of your mobiles and listen to a few things. Aspirations, expectations, वो आपके लिए हैं. उनको अपने बच्चों पे ला दिए मत. Children, see, please parents, the life is beautiful, at least at this tender age. Don't send your children to be in the coaching centers aspiring for JEE aspirants. You know, at the tender age of 10, 11, 12, children are joining these courses. One more thing which I saw recently, junior MBA. I was shocked. मतलब MBA, junior MBA, ये भी कोई course आ गया है. These are all market gimmicks. You don't have to be after them. The children are tiny dots. They are bundle of joy. Be happy with them. Let them enjoy life. Let them enjoy this tender age. I'll just give you one instance. My friend used to stay in the IIT campus of Roorkee, and the families over there, they had, aspiration that every child in the campus should clear IIT. Or by chance, if they are not able to clear, there used to be mourning. The lights were to be off. मेरा बच्चा तो clear नहीं कर पाया, because they were in the campus and everybody had to clear that. What is this? Is this life? No party for them, no going out, no relatives. This is not life. This is absolutely debacle. And you know, nowadays, digitization has given us ample information, ample knowledge, ample information about different venues, different avenues, different courses. But what this digital era cannot give them is how to love, how to respect, how to be empathetic, how to have humility, how you can stay grounded. और ये सब कौन सिखाएगा उन्हें? कौन सिखाएगा? Digital era तो नहीं सिखा रहा. Who will teach them? The school and the parents. So do you all agree that you have to teach them all these things? But the thing is, do you have time for this? किसके पास टाइम है अपने बच्चे को ये सब सिखाने के लिए? Do you have time? One parent is saying yes, 2, 3, all of them. All of you have time for this, dear parents. Nothing is impossible in this world. जब बच्चा IITian बन सकता है तो humility भी आ सकती है. जब बच्चा डॉक्टर में बन सकता है तो उसके अंदर एक gratitude आ सकता है. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So when you have to make something possible, you have to change yourself. बच्चा तब बदलेगा जब आप बदलेंगे. Do you all agree? So you all have to take the first step and then the child will follow. Okay? So before I end, because this will become too much now, before I end, I want you all to do one exercise. You know, I just attended a motivational speakers program, a beautiful exercise. But all eyes on me. All eyes on me, the teachers, ma'am principal, everybody, all of you, all eyes on me. So as I say, please do it. Do you all agree? Okay. Raise your finger. All of you, raise your finger. Everyone. Turn it around, turn it around, turn it around, and put it on your cheek. Put it on your cheek. Now I say put it on your chin. Put it on your chin. What happened? What happened? What did you all do? Faltered. When there is a difference between what you are listening, आपकी कथनी और करनी में जब difference होगा, जब आपके thought में difference होगा, जब आपके देखने में difference होगा, आपकी aspirations पूरी नहीं हो सकती. So you all have to have a sync in your thoughts, in your actions and in your words, because the child is observing you, observing each one of you, your actions and your words. So all the best. हैव फन, एंजॉय योर डे और बच्चों को जीने दें। थैंक यू।
Ma'am, I request you to be on stage. I also request Ma'am Principal kindly come on the stage for the prize distribution ceremony.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Let's honor the achievements of our students for the academic year 2023 to 24 and celebrate their hard work and dedication. We begin with Group 1, Hardik Garg, Arohi Adlakha, Grant Sachdeva, Anay Singhal, Kanar Bahi, Pratyush Singh, Navya Chaudhary, Ashneya Sharma, Pratham Sinha, Araf Banchor, Drishti, Kunal, Arush Gupta, Yuvraj Gaur, Dakshita Sharma, Manan Yadav, Mayom Khirbat, Ashman Dalal and Nakshatra. Let's give a thunderous round of applause for our achievers. Let's keep the applaud going on, parents. Anshival, Amolika Chakrabarti, Priti Alavadi, Swati, Shivang Sharma, Utkarsh Sundrayal, Kiratpreet Kaur, Ishan Upendra Singh Chauhan, Bhavijit Mehra, Amir Goyal, Kanishka Paveja, Tanvi Guglani, Dhairya, Parikshita Sharma, Avni Singh, Kunal Bhardwaj, Radhika Raghav, Shivansh Jammu. Let's raise the room with our applause to them. They deserve a louder applause for their successful performance. For them to grow and glow wherever they go. Group 3, Aradhya Purohit, Ishan Sachdeva, Inayat Arora, Arvi Gupta, Sayan Sachdeva, Akrit Banchod, Purnima, Aradhya Mal, Alia Sharma, Kushagra Singh Shekhawat, Lavanya Goyal, Chaitanya Yadav, Taira Kumar, Panav Atreja, Rahil Madan, Shanaya Yadav, Pihu Pahuja, Satvik Dhaya, Krisha Khurana. Let's keep showing our appreciation with a huge round of applause. Group 4, Manveer Sindhu, Aradhya Agrawal, Ira Sharma, Sharanya Agarwal, Ridhan, Naman Khanna, Dhairyveer Singh, Aradhya Bedi, Amaya Soni, Grace Saluja, Komal, Dhruvika Chaudhary, Aryan Dev Singh, Geet Daya, Ramya Sharma, Arjun Daya, Shriya Ratan, Sachi Daya. Let's clap with all our might for them. I can't hear the applause now. Group 5, Manya Yadav, Himanya Chalya, Diya, Arna Soni, Rayan Kumar, Sartar Singh Deswal, Yashi Pokli, Marsha Bhatnagar, Gurvi Thareja, Nirvi Manchanda, Ritisha Bansal, Kushansh Ahuja, Madhav Mangla, Manan Sharan, Rudra Pratap Singh, Bhavya Gupta and Lavya Patla. A huge round of applause for them for making us all proud. Let our applause be as enthusiastic as our kids. Group 6, Shresh Prasad, Gauri Sharma, Advik Gupta, Gauri Malik, Divyanjali Yadav, Anirudh Chauhan, Aryan Katyar, Myra, Rayansh Nasa, Sanvi Rao, Viraj Dhillon, Diya Yadav, Navya, Avni Jain, G. Gautam Prasood Reddy, Rajaswini Gaur, Pearl Gorka. Dear parents, please keep applauding for their hard work. Group 7, Shreya Sharan, Anshika Jain, Ishita Jain, Elisha, Behan Arora, Ansh, Mannat, Rhythm Thakur, Kiara Anand, Avishi Yadav, Rudra Parashar, Navdeep Singh, Mohammad Faiz Khan, Nilesh Agrawal, Harshit Raheja, Pradeek Jain, Vanya Saini. Let's clap for our shining stars and cheer them up. Group 8, Anish Basi, Sarthak Gulati, Naitik Yadav, Arnab Dwivedi, Aradhya Bansal, Ruhan Haq, Aradhya Chitani, Samarth Agarwal, Manya Verma, Savanya Sani, Ridhima Raghav, Akshit Yadav, Kartikeya Singh, Saraj Yadav, Sayona Ahuja, Akshita. Come on, let's applaud with all our heart. Their accomplishments deserve a loud cheer. Let the auditorium echo with our applause for them. Moving forward, we are thrilled to recognize the students who have shown incredible dedication by achieving 100% attendance in the academic year 2023-24. Their commitment to being present to school every day is truly commendable, and I think each one of us have a lot to learn from them. Let's welcome them on stage. Group 9, Manya Yadav, Rashi Khopri, Gurvi Thareja, Riya Pawar, Shresh Prasad, Viraj Millo, Priya Yadav, Sanvi Rao, Anand Katyar, Rakshit Joon, Ansh, Mishka Varun, Pradeek Jain, Aradhya Bansal, Manya Verma, Ronika Sharma, Advait Yadav, Ishan Sachdeva. Let our applause be as high as the spirit of these students to be at school every day. I can definitely call them the stars of the year. I would like to congratulate the parents as well. I'm sure this level of dedication is not possible without your unwavering support. So a huge round of applause for the parents as well. Now we turn our attention to the winners in the co-scholastic categories for the year 2024-25. For English extempore competition, we have Aradhya Bedi, first prize, Aryan Katyar, second prize, Marsha Bhatnagar, third prize, Kamakshi, encouragement prize. For Hindi poem recitation competition, we have Viraj Dhillon, first prize, Ishita Jain, second prize, Hardik Garg, third prize, Athar Karwal, encouragement prize. For solo dance category classical and semi-classical, we have Priya Sharma, first prize, Aradhya Mal, second prize, Amalika Chakraborty, third prize, Lavanya Gupta, encouragement prize. Solo dance category folk, we have Grace Saluja, first prize, Ritisha Bansal, second prize, Kotijit Singh, third prize. For solo dance category Bollywood Western Freestyle, Ishan Sachdeva, first prize, Athar Karwal, second prize, Ronika, third prize, Aradhya Bedi. For solo song Indian category, first prize, Ritisha Bansal, second prize, and Marsha Bhatnagar, third prize. For solo song Western category, we have Janvi Kumar, first prize, and Lavya Bhatla, second prize. Please join me in applauding their efforts and success as we present them with their well-deserved prizes. In the school competitions, everybody, as ma'am said, what you want to be, I think these competitions give our children a chance to explore what exactly are they good at, and they put in a lot of hard work and efforts. We witnessed that. A huge round of applause for everybody and the parents as well to support them. Thank you so much to both of you, ma'am.
Congratulations to all the prize winners. Your achievements today illuminate the path forward for our school's bright future.
Rabindranath Tagore's works of literature are miracles. Some of his dramatizations have beautifully captured the flavors of the words penned by him years ago. The unique plots, stunning imagery, and classic stories are being celebrated on the silver screen and on the stage by several artists through the years.
His stories are so simple, relatable, and attached to the emotional issues and anxieties of the characters he created ages ago. And the humor was his forte too. Even after many decades of Tagore's death, his legacy continues to intrigue us in many ways.
I wish he was here today amongst us to witness what artistic marvels he has created for the generations ahead. The magnanimous aura of the human emotion he has woven and engaged in us illuminates our soul with the divine essence of love and harmony.
So rightly said, Hardik. I too wish he was here with us to see what magic he has brought to our lives. Although he is not alive, but he will always remain a part of our rich cultural history and heritage.
Who says I'm not alive? A writer never dies. I'm here today with you.
Gurudev, you?
It's such an honor to have you here with us, Gurudev. Thank you for blessing us with your timeless books, stories, and poems.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you for bringing my stories to life in your school. The Vandana was beautifully portrayed, and the choir sang my song with such a heartfelt melody.
Gurudev, your works of literature have left an everlasting mark on all of us.
Now that you're here, Gurudev, why don't you introduce your plays yourself? No one can capture their essence better than you.
Of course. Which plays are you presenting today?
The first play that we are going to have today is your famous poem, Juta Avishkar. And the second is your evergreen, much-loved story, The Kabuliwala.
The first story that we have chosen is a humorous satire which can be explained by an idiom, much ado about nothing. This story focuses upon the incompetence of those in power.
So now we present our first play,
Juta Avishkar.
One day in a fictitious land, which was ruled by a powerful king's hand, a darbar was set to find certain answers, and the king was welcomed by the court dancers.
dust, the rest of my royal body remains clean. My feet are always full of dirt and dust. I dread to put my feet upon the earth. Do you know how much these royal feet are worth? If you don't think of a solution, you clowns, I will throw you out of this town. Yes, Your Majesty, I will hold a council today. Together, we will surely solve our problem some way. Come here, all you bloody fools. Think of a solution, use your tools. Ministers, doctors, poets, scientists, use your brain and bend the rules. If we do not come with a solution, the king will throw us all out of the kingdom. That's his resolution. A great idea strikes our mind. This is the only solution we can find. Let's remove all the soil from the face of this ground. Not even a speck of dust should be found. Once all the dust is removed, His Majesty's feet will no longer be troubled with dust. Let's bring 100 brooms and sweep away this dust.
Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re. Jiggy jaggy jang, jiggy jaggy jangy jangy jang re.
and stitch up the leather to the ground.
Cover the whole land. Get to work. Be quick with your actions. Do not shirk.
Instead of covering the whole land, can I just cover your feet with a little piece of leather? I will make a covering with my hand. No! Please sir, just give me a chance.
Wow! What a simple solution. You will be rewarded for this invention. That's my resolution.
Sometimes, even the simplest solutions and a little common sense can solve even the most difficult problems. So in this way, my friends, the stew was invented and further harm to this poor little kingdom was prevented.
Now the next story is very close to my heart. It is set in the early 20th century in Kolkata and is about a little girl Minnie and a kabuliwala. The story explores the bond of friendship and affection and highlights the love between a father and a daughter. This love transcends the boundaries of race, religion and language and reflects the enduring strength of human relationships.
What a beautiful day it was when Charulata was born into the Ganguly family.
Manodidi, where are you?
Yes, Dada, I am here.
Please inform your Didi and tell her that uncle and aunt have come from far. They are very tired. They have come to bless Minnie. Ask your Didi to come quickly to welcome them.
Okay, Dada.
Please make all relatives comfortable. Offer them sweets and some sherbet.
Yes, yes, I'm doing my best. My hands are full of work.
শাখে শাখে পাখি ডাকে কত
May God bless her with all the happiness of the world.
Congratulations! Lakshmi has come to your home. She will fill your house with wealth.
Today I have invited the most famous group of dancers of Kolkata to celebrate the birth of my daughter.
So what are we waiting for? Let's begin the celebration.
Started resounding with her laughter. And once she learned to speak, there was no end to her questions.
Minnie? Father, do you know Ramdad, our gardener, calls a crow a crew? Isn't he funny?
Minnie, we should not make fun of others like this.
Father, do you know?
What now?
Bhola says that there is an elephant in the clouds, and when he blows water out of his trunk, then it rains.
Minnie, let me do my work.
Okay, Father. When will it rain? I want to dance in the rain.
Whatever you want to do it outside.
Kabli walaya, nuts and raisins and a variety of dry fruits, colorful shawls and woolen suits. Come, I have brought the goodness for you.
Kabli wala, come here. Oh no, he's really coming. Let me hide.
Excuse me.
Yes?
A little girl called out my name. Is she here?
Oh, that's my daughter Minnie. She's afraid of hawkers like you. She thinks you people had little children in your bags. Today I will clear your out. Minnie, come and take his bag.
Did you find any child in there? No child in my bag, but only goodies for little children. What's your name, little girl?
I would tell you that my name is Charulata and everyone calls me Minnie in my home.
I also won't tell you that my name is Rahman and every child calls me Kabliwala. I will take your leave, sir.
Kabliwala, will you come again tomorrow?
I surely will.
From that day, the Kabliwala became a regular visitor to that house. It was amazing how he established such a strong bond with this little girl.
How are you, Kabliwala?
I am fine. You look so pretty, little girl. Are you going to your father-in-law's house?
No, I will beat my father-in-law. Are you going to your father-in-law's house?
No, I will trash my father-in-law.
Minnie, it's time for you to study.
Okay, Mom.
Namaste, Didi. I will take your leave now. Such a lovely daughter you have.
Minnie, are you ready? Let's go for Durga Puja. Hey, see my new sari. Isn't it beautiful? And mine too.
Hey, wait for me. We will have a lot of fun today. I can't wait to eat all that delicious food from the stalls.
All you can think about is only eating. Where are these little children going?
We are going for Durga Puja. Why don't you come along?
May I come?
God's home is for all. Come, join us and be a part of our festivities.
What happened? Why are you crying? Oh, nothing, little girl. I just remembered someone back home. Thanks for bringing me here. Here's a little gift for you.
Minnie, what's that in your hand? Who gave it to you?
Kabuliwala gave it to me.
What? The Kabuliwala gave it to you? Oh, Minnie, how could you have taken it? But not Minnie. Take Minnie to her room. Put her to
money to her. They spent hours together. Somehow, I'm not very comfortable. I think you're just overreacting. He seems to be a nice and simple man. These people come from Kabul to India for trade, nothing else. Maybe he feels a little homesick. That is why he comes here. But somehow, I'm not convinced. Please ask him not to come here every day. And there is no need to shout gifts upon her. Okay?
A few days later,
Sahib, I have come here to take my money. For the shawls I sold you. Tomorrow I'm going back to Kabul. Which shawls are you talking about? I never bought anything from you. You said you will give my money later. I trusted your words. Go away. I don't owe you any money. Give me my money back. I'm a Pathan and a Pathan never lies. What's going on? This man is beating me. He almost killed me. You came just in time to save my life. You good? We will put you behind bars. Father, come fast. Look, something has happened to the Kabuliwala. What is going on? This man is a troublemaker. He almost killed Ram Prasad. These men come to India and break the laws. Now he will go to jail and rot there. Yes, a few years in jail will teach him a lesson. I didn't do anything, Sahib. I didn't do anything, Sahib. Mother, what happened to the Kabuliwala? Oh, nothing, Minnie. Just forget about him. Not a good man. Thank God he's out of our lives.
the Kabuliwala was put behind bars for 10 years. With time, everybody forgot about him. For 10 long years, the Kabuliwala was locked up in jail. As he sat there in solitude, he remembered and yearned for his country, Kabul. 10 years later, in Ganguly's house,
Are all the preparations going on fine? Yes. Minnie is getting dressed and she is looking so beautiful. God bless her. The guests are pouring in and the musicians have set up the instruments and practicing too. Minnie is my only daughter and I want the whole world to remember this wedding. The Halwai has also come. He is going to make exotic sweets. Make sure to taste each one of them. I would gladly do that. Now I have to rush. Light man is also about to come. I hope you know where to put all the lights. Make sure he covers the whole house. Not only the house, I will make sure that he covers the whole street. May I come inside? Rahmat, is that you? When were you released from the jail? I was released from the jail last evening, sir. Have I come here at the wrong time? It seems you have many guests. Yes, there are some festivities going on in the house. Could you possibly come after a day or two? Sir, I have a small request. Can I meet Minnie just once before I leave? I got a few things for her. Can you please give them to her? There are a number of celebrations on in the house and you will not be able to see anybody today. Sir, you must be wondering why I used to meet her. I also have a little daughter in my native place. Minnie always reminds me of her. These are her little fingerprints which I took before leaving from Kabul. It has been 10 long years I have not met her. Whenever I miss her, I just touch her fingerprints. Now may I leave? Wait, Rahmat. What is taking you so long? The ceremonies are about to start. And what is this man doing in our house? Send Minnie here. No, I will not send my Minnie in front of this man. Just do as I say. I don't think it's right. But if you say so, I will send Minnie with Manogiti. Minnie, there is somebody here who wants to meet you. Rahmat, come here. Do you remember the Kabuliwala? Yes, father. Today he has come to meet you after so many years. Oh, my little one, you have grown so big. I forgot my lap. Tomorrow is Minnie's marriage and we have found a good match for her. That's why all these celebrations are taking place.
So, our little one is finally going to her father-in-law's house. Sorry for these tears. I suddenly recall my own daughter. She would also have grown up. I am so far away. I have not met her for years. I wonder who will take care of her marriage.
Kabuliwala, can you just wait outside a minute? Minnie, today I would like to share something with you. You just heard about Kabuliwala's story. I think we should help him. Yes, Father, we should surely help him. Send your uncle to my room. Okay, Father. Brother, I want to cut out all the lights. What? No decoration. No decorations. Also, reduce some of the dishes that are going to be cooked and send the musicians back. I can't understand what's happening. Just do as I say. I don't think we need such a grand wedding as you say. Rehmat, I have something for you.
What's this?
Take it. Don't say no. Your daughter is just like my daughter. Take this money and buy a ticket to go back to Kabul. Your daughter needs you. You also have to fulfill the needs of a father. This money is enough to arrange for a decent marriage.
And dear Kabuliwala, accept this gift from my side for my sister.
No, little one. I cannot take this.
I always accepted the gifts that you give to me. You filled my childhood days with such happiness. This is just a token of affection from my side. Please accept this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nothing in the world can ever compare with the love that exists between a father and a daughter.
পুজো পুজো ধনী নতুন গানের ছন্দ নিয়ে শারদীয়ায় খুশিতে
play a crucial role in shaping the direction of grade 6 students. Its sincere appreciation goes to subject teachers, class teachers, music teachers, dance teachers, art teachers, and computer teachers. Your enthusiasm and dedication have added a touch of magic to today's performance. We would also like to thank our technical staff and ground staff who work diligently behind the scenes to ensure the smooth functioning of today's festivities. Thank you to all of you once again. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. I request you all to please stand up for the national anthem.
Parents are requested to be seated kindly. Music on कर देना भैया ये वाला. Wow, what an amazing performance. I am a little bit disappointed. There's so much energy on the stage. Where's the energy in the audience? Can we have a spectacular round of applause for these children? What a remarkable performance that they have all given. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a Bengali, but I have become one in the last 1 month. Listening to these songs, see, I'll tell you how we have conceptualized it. We always, we want our children to be exposed to literature. There is such wrong things that they see on the internet, in the reels, and whatever they are exposed to. Our responsibility as a school, as teachers, is to ensure that they delve deep into what true literature is. So we introduce them to the concept of Rabindranath Tagore, the Nobel Literature Prize winner. We wanted them to know the kind of works that he had written. And then, we saw these children when we initiated and I narrated the whole story to them. They were running to the school library to find books on Rabindranath Tagore. Some of them came the next day and said, "Ma'am, we searched the net and we found out about him." And we initiated this thought process, which is so important. Because this literature, it will die if we don't keep it alive, if our children do not keep it alive. I would also like to take this opportunity, although the vote of thanks has been delivered, to just convey my heartfelt thanks to each and every person who has been part of this show. A magnanimous show like this, of such magnitude, is not possible without complete teamwork. First and foremost, I have to invite the supervisory head, Indrapreet ma'am, please come forward. the kind of inputs that she has been given and how they, I mean, our children are on the second floor, and the way they've been coming down in discipline, and she's been ensuring that, you know, the syllabus also moves ahead, and then there's a SAFL exam also going on. So many things are happening together, and she's been managing it, and she's been managing an exceptionally wonderful team of dance teachers, music teachers, of art teachers, everybody who has brought together this magnificent performance. I mean, it's a new culture, and we were a little apprehensive. Would our audience, you know, be accepting to the Bengali songs and all? But the way I saw all of you enjoying, because music, language, culture has no language. Am I right? Definitely, if it is conveyed in the right way. So we have to teach them these dances. Let me also tell you about the dresses. Some of these saris, many we had asked the children to arrange themselves, have come all the way from Shantiniketan in 2 of the dances. Yes, this is the kind of effort that our teachers put in. So she actually ordered them from there. And even
so it's a lovely afternoon to have all of you here, sitting right here in the school auditorium to witness hard work of both my teachers and students. So I would like to take this podium, this opportunity to thank all of you. I am blessed with a beautiful and hardworking team, Anju ma'am, my dance teachers, Radhika ma'am, Babita ma'am, Vartika ma'am, my music department, Sanjay sir, Dipankar sir, Neha, Babli ma'am, Rekha ma'am. So I've been blessed, and nevertheless my team, the teachers of grade 6, be the English teachers, be the Hindi teachers, everybody has put their heart and soul making this program a success, and I hope their hard work has paid off. Thank you all of you for sparing your valuable time and being here with all of us. Thank you so much.
ये हूँ मैं। मुझे जानने से पहले ये जानना ज़रूरी है कि मैं क्या करता हूँ। I found an easy way to make money by scamming people. अपने लास्ट कार्ड से मुझे 2 लाख का प्रॉफिट हुआ। एंड अब अनन्या की बारी। ये काम काफ़ी इजी है। आजकल सब अपने सोशल मीडिया पर इतना सब पोस्ट कर देते हैं जिससे उनकी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाती है। फिर क्या, जैसे ये देखो, इस अकाउंट पर वो सब है जो मुझे चाहिए उनके अकाउंट से पैसा निकालने के लिए। नहीं समझ आया? चलो दिखाता हूँ तुम्हें। ये फोटो 14 मई की पोस्टेड है। कैप्शन है हैप्पी बर्थडे।
ओ ये तो अच्छी आई है। ये तो मैं मेरी नहीं अच्छा है। ये तो मैं पोस्ट करूंगी।
सो अनन्या की बर्थ डेट है 14 मई। ऐसी और बहुत सी इंफॉर्मेशन इस अकाउंट से एकदम आसानी से मिल जाएगी। जैसे कि ये देखो, ये फोटो मेरे लिए गोल्ड माइन है। जरा नोटिस करो, इस फोटो में क्रेडिट कार्ड की डिटेल्स इजीली विजिबल है। ये कार्ड नंबर से मैं उसके सीधा बैंक अकाउंट पर अटैक कर सकता हूँ। हाँ, एक और मिल गई। इस फोटो में कितना क्लियरली उसके घर का एड्रेस विजिबल है। ऐसे ही न जाने कितनी इंफॉर्मेशन इस अकाउंट में ऐसे ही पड़ी हुई है। अब बस कलेक्ट करके अपना काम शुरू कर दो। I'm sorry अनन्या, बट इसमें गलती तुम्हारी है। मैं ऐसे स्कैम करने की सलाह बिल्कुल नहीं दूंगा, क्योंकि एंड में हर कोई पकड़ा जाता है।
जैसा कि भी आप लोगों ने देखा, ऐसे साइबर क्राइम की संख्या बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुकी है। ऐसे क्राइम से बचने के लिए अपने सोशल मीडिया पे कुछ भी अपलोड करने से पहले 2 बार सोचें और मदद के लिए साइबर हेल्पलाइन नंबर 1930 पे कॉल करें या आप गवर्नमेंट की वेबसाइट पे भी विजिट कर सकते हैं।